I used to be that kid in the back of the classroom that always was quite shy, but he always got like good grades, or actually good, like 6.5 out of 10. And I knew just deep down in my gut that I was capable of doing more, but I just didn't care. I just didn't want to. The whole topic of school and all those education, like all those lessons, I just couldn't care less. If you are the same way, this says something interesting about you, and I'm gonna explain this via a story because I have a funny story about this. So until this moment, I'm now 22 and I moved to Bali to live here for a few months. I moved out of my parents' home because I wanted to challenge and I wanted like new environment. But obviously, this was not how I started. I started as an 18-year-old, just fresh out of college, just doing some part-time jobs. And in those part-time jobs happened the same thing as happened in high school. I was super lazy, and like the boss or the guy in charge always came to me like, hey, why do you always do the bare minimum? I know, like, he spoke to me in like those meetings and in some of those conversations that you have because I had to do better, blah, blah, otherwise they were gonna fire me. And he knew, and based on my responses to him, that I was more intelligent than that. Like, I had more, I was capable of doing more, but I just didn't. And he asked me, like, at one of my last days, he just asked me straight up, hey, Jan, why don't you just do more? I know that you're intelligent enough to do more. I'm not just boasting like about how smart I am, but this was just a reality. Like, I'm just telling a story here. And I just honestly told him, like, I just don't care enough. Like, I just didn't care if I would get fired, but I wouldn't get fired because I didn't have enough people to afford to fire me. So I knew, okay, if I do the bare minimum and I put my AirPods in, which was not allowed, but I just did it because I knew that they weren't gonna fire me. My pleasure, like my effort is the lowest and I enjoy the most because I have the AirPod, I can listen to music, podcasts, whatever. And if I put in the lowest amount of effort, it's not that hard for me, so I can go home and game again. Because as an 18-year-old, I was quite a loser and I was just gaming all day besides doing the part-time job. And now, as an entrepreneur, I easily work like 12, 13, 14, sometimes even 15 hours per day, like straight up focused, deep work, high leverage, serious tasks that I'm doing, like high intelligent tasks. I'm also quite fucking around a bit and being racist with my boys. But in general, I'm very like doing some serious leverage tasks and doing some serious work. By the way, if you just think that I'm racist towards black guys, no, we are racist towards everyone because we're just fucking around. So don't take it too seriously. But the point that I'm trying to make here is how can I go from someone that puts in the lowest amount of effort, like 6.5 out of 10 to graduate, and putting like the bare minimum of work at a part-time job just to not get fired, to 14, 15-hour days as an entrepreneur. How did that happen? And what does this say about you? Because this is really related to you. If you are the younger me, and you are, if you watch this video, this says so much about you because deep down that you have the talent, you know that you have the ambition and you're capable of doing more, but you just couldn't care less about the single task that you're doing, if it's on school, if it's a part-time job, wherever it is, like even at home, if they want you to do some tasks and you just couldn't care less, same thing. And that is because intelligent people quite often seem to just only activate when they're working for something that they will benefit from or when they truly care about it. So if you really care about health and really want to help the society to get better health, then you will really study to become a doctor. But if your parents just want you to be a doctor and you don't really want to, you're never going to be as passionate about it as if you truly wanted it yourself. For me, it was especially the part where I knew that I was doing it for someone else and I wouldn't get more money if I did the task at 100% or like at 10%, like my effort that I was doing. Because there was one guy that was competing for the highest pick order rate or whatever. We had to pick orders in a warehouse for a grocery store. And this was the fastest guy of the warehouse. He had the status of the fastest guy and he was working so hard. But the pay at the end of the month, my salary was as high as his salary. So I'm not stupid. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sweat my ass off to get the same salary as this guy who's doing nothing. No, I'm just going to be that guy who's doing nothing. So that's how I think. I'm thinking very like efficiently. But when I became an entrepreneur, I'm literally recording 10 videos in this same setting, like in the same hour or 2 hours, probably I'm going to record 10 videos. People would say that's super hard work that I'm doing here. For me, it doesn't feel like that. But some people would say, oh, you're recording 10 videos, that 10 days of work. Whoa, that's super hard work. No, because I know that I will get the full benefit of recording all those videos. I know that my salary will possibly be higher because I'm doing this than if I wouldn't be doing this and I would just be sitting on the couch or just sleeping in like normal people would do. No, because now I'm reinforced by my task because I will get paid more if I do more and I will get higher status if I do more. And that's what a human is driven by, status and getting laid by beautiful women. So to not make this video longer than it needs to be, you know that you're a talent. You know that you're capable of doing super amazing things like building big businesses, doing something great. I always thought myself that was going to be a career in logistics because I didn't know that entrepreneurship existed. My parents are 9-to-5 workers. No disrespect to them. I love them deep down in my heart. but they're not entrepreneurs and I wanted to become one. So I had to listen to someone who has done that before. Guys like Alex Hormozi, Alex Becker, Charlie Morgan, whatever you name them. So when I discovered that you could earn more by doing more, like getting challenged for your own capabilities, your own skills to earn more and build big businesses, then I was like, fuck, I need to do this. And then I just started working super hard because it was for my own benefit. Every person thinks in a very egotistical way. We are wired that way. You only think of yourself, your own benefits. Don't lie to yourself. That's just true. You can do it for your mom, but you will do it because you will feel satisfied. Like, oh, I'm such a good person. You will feel good, so that's why you're doing it. Don't lie to me. So same thing with work. You're only doing it like as an intelligent guy. And if you think that you're capable of doing more, you would only do it if you knew that you were going to be rewarded for more hard work. So thanks for watching. If you want more of these business lessons packaged in weird stories, you can subscribe to this channel. You can like this video for the algorithm or leave a comment or whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.